Hey y'all, thanks for tuning into the Nintendo Drive. If you're hanging out with us on YouTube, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Or if you're getting cozy and listening to us on your podcast feed, make sure you're following and leaving us nice reviews. You can also support the show on Patreon and pick up some awesome merch. Links to those and more are in the description, but let's get the show started.
Once again, we are gathered here today on this Tuesday for the Nintendo Drive. My name is Sean Capri. Hi, guys. Hi. You guys know who I am. Why am I introducing you? Hi. Hi. Hello.
Yeah. Never heard of him. Who's that Sean Capri guy?
Oh, my gosh. I'm so happy that it's Tuesday and we get to record this. Like, we get a little excited, you know? It's nice.
For sure.
It's nice.
Little burst of energy. Little taste.
Just a little taste.
A little bit of dopamine. Here on the Nintendo Drive. I love it.
Oh, it's good stuff, man. How are you guys?
Man.
What's going on?
I'm good. It's been such a busy. Lachlan and I were chatting about this earlier tonight. This month has been so busy. I feel like just for everybody. It's the holidays, especially like making content and stuff. It's been like so crazy. I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But it's nice to have this thing here where we can just sit, kind of like hang out and have some fun.
Yep.
It's like a total highlight of my week, man.
Same here. I don't like doing anything else except for this.
Just this. Everything else, what a drag.
Everything else is awful.
Nintendo Drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the other 6 podcasts we all do, terrible.
Oh my gosh.
But this is good stuff. That's how you know people are here for the right stuff.
And then tune into the other podcasts where we say the same thing about the other podcast.
Exactly. Like regretful stuff, really.
How are you, Lachlan?
Hi, Lachlan.
I am stuffed.
Oh,
We had McAllister's for dinner.
Oh,
I had the Choose 2, so I did a club sandwich and then like a potato soup. And then we bought the little bag of cookies, and I ate one too many cookies. And like I feel like my oxygen is not, I'm not getting 100% oxygen right now. I'm struggling. If I look tired, it's because I've got food coma.
Just the...
Yeah, McAllister's is a southern United States deli chain, and it's pretty good.
I've never heard of it.
Sweet
Better
tea.
than Subway.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Get that southern sweet tea. They just put a block of sugar in it.
Oh, yeah.
Just like a pound of sugar in it.
Yeah.
So you had more than a bowl of popcorn for dinner, like I did?
Yo. Was that dinner tonight?
This was dinner. Just a bowl of popcorn. Yep.
Yep.
You
just take like a rubber band and put it on like a horse, like
pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't want to get my fingers greasy or anything from the popcorn. So you just like how, like Yoshi or Kirby.
Yeah, yeah, like Yoshi or Kirby. My wife and I, if we'll look at each other and we're like, can we just have sleep for dinner?
Yeah.
Can we just have sleep for dinner?
Breakfast for dinner is pretty good too, if you've ever had that.
Yes.
Breakfast for dinner is nice. Yeah.
The best. I love breakfast for dinner. We do that a lot, actually. I make a really good breakfast sandwich with like marbled egg and siracha mayo and chopped onion.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, good. Well, what? What were you talking about?
Just like bacon and eggs. Like, I don't know, like nothing fancy. Just like, you know, some toast, jam. I don't know.
That's good too. I mean, it's good to do that too.
Yeah.
We had pancakes and like some eggs. Yeah.
That's good for you, you know.
Yeah.
I'll just order I'll order breakfast food from the Mexican place down the street.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's a Mexican restaurant, but they also do breakfast. It's really good.
What's breakfast like in Mexico?
It's like regular American breakfast.
Oh, okay.
So you can get pancakes, you can get waffles. Like they do Mexican food and
some
then they
corn.
do breakfast food.
Some corn.
And cheeps.
Some piece of that corn.
Some like street corn or something from there. I'm pretty sure.
Sorry. Well, nice knowing y'all. Like, out of here.
Just, like,
gonna go float away.
I feel like we just cycle between. We've just developed this language, the three of us, of like Nacho Libre references, various memes, and like Sean and I with like old like 80s, 90s pop culture references. That's
Pretty
just
much
99% of our
Nintendo
dialogue
Drive.
now.
Yep. People seem to like it. I'm not sure what's going on.
It works, I guess.
There are literally millions of other podcasts on the internet, but people have chosen to be here with us, so that's cool.
You
So
guys
down
are
to
here
earth
with
at
us.
Nintendo Drive.
Yep. That's something.
They watch Nacho Libre just like the rest of us.
Just like-
man.
Yep. Like what?
Holy cow!
15 years ago plus since it came out.
Oh man, I had it on HD
Don't tell me
DVD.
that.
Good game or good movie. You don't even know what that is? Good game. Cool. So we're all there, right? Like we're all just kind of like, well,
Yeah.
okay, I understand.
We're all there.
Mm-hmm.
We're all there.
We got cool stuff to talk about though tonight.
Yeah. I was gonna say, should we start by talking about the things we've been playing? Sean, you've been in cram mode.
I'm in
What have you
cramming
been playing,
mode.
friend?
Well, Seth, I'm glad that you asked. I think I might have discovered all of my favorite games of the year. Every time I'm on like a new podcast, I'm going to declare a new game as my favorite game of 2022. Earlier on the Xbox Drive, I declared Vampire Survivors as my favorite game of the year. But also my favorite game of the year is Neon White, dude. What the heck? This game is amazing. Oh my! I am playing on PC. I will say that, but it is an Xbox or it is a Nintendo game as well. But I'm choosing to play because I think I got it on sale on Steam back on Black Friday when we were, buying all the things. So like one of two things here. One, I'm stoked that I'm cramming all these games in for Game of the Year. That's great because we're about to have our conversation on Thursday. Our Game of the Year chat coming up here. So stay tuned to the channels and everything like that. So that's great. But also like I'm actually playing the games that I bought. And you know what? I'd like a little recognition for that. Okay. Like I'm really happy that
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. That's all I needed. That's it. I appreciate it.
I'm proud of you.
Neon White was one of the games of many. And I'm only a couple hours in. That's the other thing is I'm still, I don't know. I think I'm on mission 3 and I think there's like 12 or something like that. Very early in. So. And they're kind of like chapters and collections of these levels. Telling people like if you've slept on Neon White, like I have slept on Neon White because I looked at it and went like, I know people are trying to tell me it's not a card game, but it looks like a card game. It's not.
Not a card game.
It is a parkour game. So you can play this game and just do the whole like Office thing. Parkour. If you do that, you're in it. You're jumping off the walls. You're doing double jumps. You're smashing through enemies. Parkour. It's so slick. It's got just this incredible, weird story. The premise I think is really interesting as well. That you've died and gone to heaven, and heaven seems to be a very violent place. God has you doing these demon-like types of things to get things sorted out, and it really is just it's speedrunning. You're just trying to get from point A to point B as fast and as cool looking as possible. Because I think speedrunning also has a bit of a scary connotation. Like, ooh, I'm not good at speedrunning. I'm not good at speedrunning.
Right.
But I like a game making me look and feel cool. And that's what Neon Light is all about. And the soundtrack is really great. And I'm playing levels and replaying levels to chase that high score. It's all the checkboxes for me. I'm a very, as it turns out, arcade style, like kind of gamer, I think. I think it's mostly just my age. There's a simplicity and elegance to this game that feels really good. And it's not just like a, I don't know, artsy-fartsy, like indie game. It's really just top quality. It runs great on the PC I'm playing it on, which is great. Seth tells me that it runs the same on Switch.
Yeah, it runs great on Switch.
Yeah.
They have it parity. It looks, for me, just as good. 60 frames, solid. Like they've got it running well. And yeah, like that's the thing is like Neon White, and I'm going to talk a lot more about it when we do our Game of the Year conversations, but like that's my personal Game of the Year. And it's not like the kind of game that's going to make you cry. Like that's not,
right.
It doesn't have to be some emotional tour de force to be your favorite Game of the Year. You know what I mean? And I love games like that, but Neon White is not a game like that. But it's special, man. And yeah, like the most accessible speedrunning game imaginable.
Totally.
Do not be intimidated by the word speedrunning or by the notion of that. You're gonna want to, like, if you're into this kind of stuff. If you play, I liken this to more to something like a Super Meat Boy or something like that.
Yeah,
just that, like quick, like kind of one more run sort of thing. I can do that a little bit faster.
That's the thing, isn't it? It just puts that right in front of you. You finish the level, like, yeah, that was really good. And they're like, you're like a second short of a gold medal. Okay, so I probably should play that.
Hey, look, your friends did this a lot faster,
dude. And I wish there was more people playing on PC. That's the only one thing I would lament and maybe choose. Maybe I might double dip on this because it's so great, and I would like to support the devs even more on this. Getting it on Switch would be really great because your friends list shows up right now. It's just Alex Van Aken, who, for people who don't know, like works at Game Informer and is like this uber competitive play. Like his times are 10 seconds faster than mine. So there's like once or twice where I've beaten Alex on a couple of levels, but man. He's this, in addition to just being a wonderful human being, he's amazingly talented and also very good at this game. But Neon White I'm doing a lot of reflecting, like, how did I miss this? Like, what happened? How have I spent my time in 2022? What was I doing? What was I thinking? And I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I just have a lot of those questions. But Neon White, dude, I'm telling you, if people are looking at it, they're thinking about it, they've got maybe a lull in their gaming. If they also want to join me in doing like a Game of the Year cramming session, you got to make sure Neon White is part of the mix, man. It is so, so good. Whew. That's that popcorn energy, man. Holy cow. Buttery smooth gameplay, buttery smooth popcorn. Right in my hands.
Buttery smooth popcorn.
What am I talking about? Oh, man.
Who knows anymore?
Yeah. But we also had our Mario plus Rabbids review go up this week. YouTube.com/carpoolgaming. Very cool. Nice little review discussion. I think, Seth, we were going to talk for like maybe 20, 25 minutes or so and dove real deep,
Went for an hour.
Yeah.
We just why not? Went for an hour. Sean, Garrett, and I had a chat, just kind of talked about just the ins and outs. It's an in-depth review discussion for Mario plus Rabbids, the game that everybody sort of slept on. Mm-hmm. And here to tell you, you shouldn't.
Don't sleep on it.
Mm-hmm. Don't sleep on it.
It might be my number one played game this year.
I'm still sleeping on it.
Lachlan, wake up.
Shouldn't.
I got the itis. I'm sleeping on it.
Wake up.
It's real good, man. And I know a lot of people were sort of like, wait for it to go down to like $15-20 or whatever, like the first one. It's worth it. It's worth the, the asking price, and it's a nice like meaty experience. I think you probably put like 50 hours into that game. Like
I think I did. I think according to my Nintendo wrap up, I've got 45 hours into that game. And this is we'll get into that maybe a little bit later. But I like that Nintendo wrap up very much. I liked seeing what I did. But yeah, I have comments about that. But I think Neon White might be it that I played. I played a bunch of games, but I think that's the only one that would be playable on Switch, because I feel like as far as my Game of the Year cramming session goes in, the only thing that I would want to do maybe more of is put more hours into Xenoblade. And I don't know that, I think I'm prioritizing the other games instead of that, but I feel like I played everything else that I wanted to on Switch this year,
Good.
Maybe more time into Arceus, maybe, but it's not like I put nothing into it. I put it in the Discord that I did play like 20 some hours into Xenoblade, and people were laughing at me like, those are rookie numbers, Oh,
like, so you started the tutorial.
Basically. Yeah, which I get. Yeah. I understand. I get it. But I know the game, and I played it more than the 20 minutes I put into Xenoblade 2, so sorry, Quagmire.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that. Yeah, Xenoblade was my, unsurprisingly, like most hours put in. We'll get into that, I guess, a little bit later too, but when I look at like the grand scope, it was kind of funny. I simultaneously put more time into games and less time into games than I thought I did. So somehow it worked out that way. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess I played myself. I looked at it and I was like, wow.
No, I said explain yourself. I don't understand.
Well, I felt like I looked at some of those numbers and I was like, I felt like I put more time into that game, but I guess I didn't. And then it was also like, there were certain games I was like, wow, really? I played like Bug Fables for like 45 hours? I don't know. Just seemed a little weird to me. I don't know. But we'll see. I guess we'll get into that later. Locklith, what have you been playing?
Oh, is it my turn?
Food coma over there.
I played Carto a little bit. I won't get into it, but it's what the people want. I'm the people. Is that what you're laughing at, Sean? Oh, you're
no, just the noise that he made for you. Just
the food coma noise.
Yeah, Sounds like a ghost from a film. Like once you've killed them, they go off. Oh,
It's like a ghost who has to like get up to go grab something. Like,
just like so put upon to even like move at all.
listen, struggle is real.
oh my
But
god.
I played a lot of games this past weekend, a whole lot, because I have a lot of content coming out the few days after Christmas. But you'll see Carto in that list. But I did want to mention it because I got it around. I think I got it on sale around Black Friday, and so that one's been on my list for a while. Super fun game. It's basically you basically have pieces of the map that you find.
Yeah, that's right.
As you discover new areas, you find more pieces of the map, and you can flip the land. So I don't know if y'all have seen that game Dwarf Romantic, like how those tile pieces are put together and stuff. It's kind of like that. So you can flip all the different pieces of the map, and it has to link. Like the if it's a prairie and a forest, they won't link on one side. There has to be some sort of linkage there. But you just find more pieces, and you just
Almost board game-ish.
yeah, it's like a board game, but in a video game form. So it's super fun, super chill, which I enjoy. I probably needed to play more exciting games because I played a lot of chill games this weekend, and I was just like,
Gotta play Neon White. You gotta play it.
Yeah.
oh,
That's a
too
burst
much
of adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much excitement.
I would low key love to see Locklith play Neon White. Like it's
I
just
would
this
probably
high.
rate
Everything else is
octane-
cozy. Like
Yeah. Just this high octane, like 11 out of 10 speed running 2002 D&B
I was about to
music.
say-
Yes.
I was about to ask if the music in there is like upbeat the whole time, or if I
The
needed to
entire
find tone.
soundtrack is like when there would be an action scene in the Powerpuff Girls, it would just have that
Oh, okay.
like it's
Okay,
just
yes.
that the entire time.
Yeah.
nailed it.
Oh my gosh. I would probably rage though at some point. But I played Carto and I played Akka, and Seth knows.
Yes.
Seth knows about some Akka because you played it as well. I'll let
Yes.
you talk through it because you probably
Sure.
will give a better description than I would.
we
And
can
also,
talk about Akka now. Yeah, other than my review of Akka.
Sounds like you're
Yeah.
falling off the edge of like Ghost House and Super Mario Kart or something.
It's literally,
Yeah, man. Akka is really, really good. So, full disclosure, Locklith and I both were given early access to the game from the publisher. And we're playing the Nintendo Switch version of the game. The game comes out on the 15th. And we both put out videos on our respective channels for it earlier today. And man, this is a special game. This is a game where you play as a red panda named Akka, who was a warrior, like fought in a war. I think like the first words of the game is like war is over. It like is this dark war torn battlefield, but you're this cute little red panda. Find a letter from your friend who is like, hey, get away from all of this. Find me on this island, Pine Island, and sort of find your inner peace. And Akka's like, this katana that I have, like, it's going to cut wood from now on. It's not going to cut limbs anymore. I'm putting away my violent sort of war-torn past, and I'm starting over. And goes to this island, and it becomes essentially like a little life sim where it's just this cozy, like, kind of, you know, you can farm, you can grow crops, you can interact and do little side quests for the other denizens of the island who are also like cute little animal characters. There's like a little town where there's a bar that cats like stay at and like drink milk. It's like a weird milk bar with a piano. And it's just like very, like, I love the art, I love the music, and I love the message. I love this like story of this person who is trying to put his own trauma to the side and work through it and like kind of find himself and find inner peace and do sort of a reset in the later stage of his life. Like, it's kind of beautiful. The game, early on in the game, you're met with the words, forget to destroy, learn to create. And I was like, dude, I love that so much. What a great mantra that is. I was like, I could like get that on a poster, tattoo it on my arm. Like, I just love that. And yeah, it's a special, special game. Y'all should definitely check it out.
And it's definitely a game you don't rush through. Like there's moments in there, there's things in there that makes you almost forces you to just sit there, and you can exit. You can look at the clouds at one point in the game, and it's just music playing, and you're looking at the clouds. And when you're little, you can like see shapes and stuff in the clouds. I did that a lot when I was younger, and so it's got like it's like a mini game, but like you're not doing anything. You're just looking at the clouds, and sometimes the character you're with is describing what they're seeing, and so it's just calming. Like you can exit that little bit at any point, but that's just one little bit to it that I liked, that I found a lot when I played it, was just stopping for a second and just enjoying what you're seeing or hearing. And there's no rush. I think that was my number one thing that I loved about it, was you don't have to rush through it, Kevin.
Yeah, it doesn't have like some big bad or some like huge like overarching force you need to go save the world or whatever. It's literally about finding inner peace. Like that is the central plot of the game, and I think that's beautiful, man. Like I really love that. Like that stuck with me immediately. Like forget to destroy, learn to create. That's such a beautiful message, man. I love it. Yeah, very excited to play more.
Lachlan's sitting there like smiling at me like, what did I do?
Well, Sean, you look like you had a little thought in your head. So
no, I'm glad to hear that you guys have this game. But did you also know that there's an eShop sale going on right now?
Oh no!
70%.
As soon as I love how Sean, like none of y'all are watching. Like if you're not here in the YouTubes watching this live, or watching the VOD, like you gotta look at Sean when he knows Seth's about to go into deep discussion about something.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason I let Seth talk about it, because he could, he explains things a lot better than I do. I kind of just mention it and leave it, whereas Seth is very passionate, more so than I am about things. He has better words. I don't have enough words in his brain to describe things. But it's funny to watch Sean knowing that that's coming, to grab his
the
Switch,
preparation. I made an additional note on the show notes.
Add notes to the show notes, and I'm literally watching him add notes, and I'm listening to Seth. I'm witnessing all of this, on my side here as a co-host of these two. It's
a unique experience.
It's so funny. It's like I have a front row seat.
And I'm a child. I'm just an idiot. I can't help myself.
You're like the child who needs the crayons at the fancy Olive Garden.
The fancy Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll all get...
I don't know if this is the fancy... I'm sorry, but I don't know if this is the fancy Olive Garden. Oh. But yes, crayons, please. That's basically...
Can we trademark that?
The adults are talking. Give me my activity book.
Can we actually just the Nintendo Drive is the Olive Garden of podcasts? Can we just say that? Can we
when
just
you hear your family?
When you hear your family, that's right.
That's right. Yep.
Unlimited breadsticks.
Yep. All the food.
Is it breadsticks? Was it breadsticks or was it? I haven't been to all of it. Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Breadsticks, soup, and salad.
Breadsticks sounds like something you get at Little Caesars. Do you guys have Little Caesars?
Sure.
Yeah.
That too.
Hot and ready. Yeah.
It's hot and it's ready. It's not good, but it's hot and it's ready.
That's right. They never said anything about it being good or edible.
They said
it's hot and it is ready. You may buy it. Yes. You can take this home. Oh my gosh. I can't help myself. I'm sorry.
But that's Akka's the main one that I wanted to shout out for sure. Yeah. I can't see here in the live chat. Dicey Dungeons is $2. Dicey Dungeons frequently goes on sale. For very, very little, and that's a great game. So good shout out there.
Well, Seth, I was getting ready to tell you, because I think you like this game quite a lot. Chicory Colorful Tale, 30% off right now. That's all these games, Death's Door is 50% off. It's really $13 in Canada. It's probably $10 for you guys. Diablo 3 is half off. It's $40 here, probably $30, I would say, for you. Ryan Turford and many RPG fans out there loving 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim is 40% off. I don't see the price on this, but Rayman Legends Definitive Edition is on sale, and it is required gaming.
Amazing.
You must have Rayman Legends Definitive Edition.
Raymond.
Everyone,
Rayman.
Thank you.
Everyone loves Rayman.
Look at that. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, 66% off, required. Thou shalt, must play, Stardew Valley. Celeste, 75% off, also required. Like, this is
Oh
an
my
excellent
God.
sale, you guys.
Yeah.
Worthy of the song. Hollow Knight, 50%
Holy
off.
Cow.
And I'm skipping. Like, there's a ton here. Hades is the top of the list, 50% off. $15 here in Canada.
I'm
Check
still,
out
I'm
this-
stuck on.
$10.
Which one?
Rayman's only $10.
Raymond's only $10.
Yeah.
That is, you must
Oh,
play it. It is
Rayman.
so good. And we haven't had like a 2D Mario in forever. And I'm trying, like, what else? What mascot 2D platformer would you play instead of this? Would you put on top? Like, there's nothing better. Celeste
No.
is there. It's not quite the same thing. It's a little bit different.
Celeste is different. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Celeste is an excellent 2D platformer, but it's not, you know, I wouldn't call that a mascot platformer. It's
Definitely.
got like a story at the heart of it and stuff. And but like Rayman Legends really is like one of the great 2D platformers of all time. Like it really is. It's that good. So yeah. Need
What
to
do you
have
think?
it.
What do you thinking, Lachlan? Now I get to call you out too. Like, you got something. What's going on over there?
No, like the stream on my phone is delayed. And so for a moment I was trying to remember the first game you listed off, which was Chicory, but I was sitting here like thinking and I just see I did a Sean Capri and my eyes darted side to side trying to remember what you said. And then I remembered I typed it and then I looked down and the stream caught up on my phone and I could just see how stupid I looked. And it just made me chuckle. Just laughing at myself, you know.
Oh my gosh. We
one
have
does.
to. We have to laugh at ourselves.
must.
What else are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Now,
cow.
now everyone's listing off their favorite pizza places in the chat.
Oh,
Kevin
yeah.
in the chat says,
Domino's.
"Do not have Domino's or Papa John's or even a Pizza Hut around." I mean, do I not have that? We have that. Yeah, we have that.
Yeah,
Domino's.
we have
and
it
Papa-
too. Pizza Hut is slow.
I don't think
Domino's
Papa John's is
pretty
okay
good.
anymore. Are we allowed to talk about Papa John's? I don't understand. I don't know what the current social status is on Papa John's. I think he did something, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, he did something. I don't think the Papa's even in the house anymore.
I think he's gone.
I think he's out.
I think it's like
I don't
Papa's
know.
neighbor, Papa John's neighbor, or
Yeah.
next in line. I don't know. Domino's though, a big fan of Domino's.
Yeah.
Really,
too.
really like that. Yeah.
We have Domino's all the time. Yeah, cheap, easy,
Cheap.
good, garlicky. Yeah.
I do want to play this framed collection that you recommended to me, though, Seth. This is
Yes.
here. It's ready to
Yes,
go.
please.
I do want to check this out. Do you guys have any other games that you played that you want to talk about, or
Tunic's good. I'm still playing Tunic. That's
oh,
still good.
nice, very cool.
But-
Oh,
but yeah.
shoot,
That's my.
that's
crown
on the
game.
list. I haven't even, dude. That was on the list, and I remember looking at it going, I gotta play these other ones, but now
I
that
think you would like it.
I think I would like
you
it
would
too.
like it.
Yeah, that
It's
cute
good.
little
It's hard,
fox.
but I think you'd like it. It's it's hard in the way that like, and this makes me so mad when people like dilute games like Bloodborne and Elden Ring
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff
hard.
to just like it's hard. Like, yeah, they're challenging. They require that you like spend time to learn them and
Right.
stuff. But like they're not oppressively difficult. You can do it. Tunic same way.
I love how you believe in me.
So I do believe in you.
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
sitting
do
there
it.
playing Neon White, kind of streaming in the Discord here, which I've been doing a little bit more lately. And yeah, and Seth's like, maybe if you try this. And I'm like, thanks, Seth. Like, little encouraging little nudge. Like, you got this.
Yeah,
So it's like, are you winning, son?
Pretty much.
Are you winning, son?
Yeah.
Pretty
Definitely gonna say
much,
that
man.
Next time I pop in.
Yeah.
We should also say real quick, this weekend is the Backtrackers. We were doing the Backtrackers on Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern. We're talking Return to Monkey Island, which is on the Nintendo Switch. Hope to see y'all there. Sean picked the game. The game's real good, and I'm excited to talk about it. Gonna be cool.
Yeah. Talking about games that appeal to old and aging out gamers like myself. Back in my day, we just had a mouse and we clicked things and we had
Just
a
clicked
lot of
things
fun.
and walked around, man. That's what we did.
And then there's even older gamers who are like, back in my day, we just had text. We would just type things in. Go left. That's a dead end. All right, go back. Like, that was literally
Your
the
character
games
died.
within our
Yeah.
lifetime, or some of our lifetimes. Like, that was the pinnacle of video games, was text-based RPGs. Oh my gosh, man. If you ever feel like a real nerd, just go look at that. It gets nerdier. Whatever you're into, I promise you, text-based RPGs, dorkier than whatever you're into. It's all good. I wish I could understand it, But yeah, well, there's lots to talk about though. Other than that, you guys, I don't think it's even on the notes here at all. But I'm curious if you want to talk about the Game Awards. That happened. It was just last week.
We can, if y'all want to. I think somebody asked a question about it, didn't they? Didn't we get a Game Awards question?
We did last week, like before the Game Awards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we answered. Well, wait. No, you're right. Nagachaka did ask a question.
That's what it was.
I will read his question. Then
Hi,
we can get
Nagachaka.
into it.
Okay. Well, one of the reasons the reason it came up in my mind was because it was right here. One of the games that I can pre-order was revealed at the Game Awards, and y'all know my history about talking about Bayonetta 3. Not great. Was not expecting too much out of that game. And then Bayonetta shows up at the Game Awards and has completely captured my imagination and attention with this Bayonetta Origins, I don't know how to say this, Cereza and the Lost Demon.
Cereza and the Lost Demon, yep.
Dude.
Is it Cereza or Cereza?
Cereza. Cereza. Is it a ch or a sa?
I don't know.
It's pronounced, in the game, it's pronounced Cereza.
Okay,
Cereza.
This looks so beautiful, totally unexpected. And it's funny because as the trailer is kind of going on, I'm like, is this like a prequel? And sure enough, Bayonetta Origins. I don't know. Did you guys see this? Seth, you streamed the Game Awards on your channel as well. Like, I thought this was excellent and definitely a standout.
Yeah, I thought so too. I was both surprised and not surprised by this because people who've played Bayonetta 3 might know that you get a little taste. You get a little taste of this game in Bayonetta 3. In Bayonetta 3, there's an unlockable like kind of secret chapter where you can play 20 minutes essentially of this. So, and
that's
like,
great.
It didn't have any combat, but I remember, the art style and everything is there. And when I played that, I was like, wow, this is a really neat little thing. I would love for them to make like a full game out of this.
Oh, take
and
full
then
credit.
You get to the Game Awards. And that's exactly what it is, right? So really cool. I'm surprised that this is a full like $60 retail release.
Sure is, yeah.
So I'm surprised by that. I was kind of thinking this is going to be like a $30, $40 thing. It's a quick turnaround. The game comes out in March. But we'll see, man. Like, I'm really intrigued by it. I think that this is way more interesting of a route to take with like Bayonetta spin-offs than just let me crank out another one that's the same as the last one, but like I play as a different character. I'd much rather play something like this between core Bayonetta games.
And probably all games, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, give me a little spin-off, like something that doesn't have to be exactly this, but I don't know. For me, like, I'm not into the Bayonetta like everybody else is, like that style of game. I'm totally in for this though. This looks amazing.
Looks cool.
Yeah,
I
think
hope
I
it's
actually
good.
might. I think I actually might pick that one up. Like I've never played any of the Bayonettas, so that one seems more cozy to me than the other one.
Super cute.
So yeah.
And this right here, like the fact that it has the attention of people like y'all who are not Bayonetta fans, like that is why it's brilliant that they're doing this, you know? So
makes you wonder sometimes, like, what is it then? Like, if it says Bayonetta, it features Bayonetta, but it's a totally different game. It's funny because you could probably, it's kind of like the Mario 2 thing. Where it's like a Doki Doki, what was it called? Rush or something?
Yumikojo Doki Doki Panic. Yeah.
Doki Doki Panic, that's right. And it's like, I guess now it's a Mario game. So I wonder about something like this. It's kind of the same thing. Like, was it something else? And then you go, now it's a Bayonetta game. So that's possible.
Maybe.
And I guess that happens more than we think, more than we imagine.
Yeah.
What's a Zelda game? Now you get Zelda 2.
Yeah.
That's essentially like, I mean, even when you look at like Link's Awakening was, you know, they sort of like had that was supposed to be like a Link to the Past but on Game Boy, essentially, you know. And then you get that weird what is it? Like the Frog for Whom the Bell Tolls, who's a Japan only game that was built on Link's Awakening. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But we did have a question about it, and I'm going to read Nagachaka's question.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Sean just went into full, this is my personality trait insert thing here. Nagachaka's question is, which Nintendo game got snubbed at the Game Awards this year, and why was it Xenoblade Chronicles 3?
It was Xenoblade Chronicles
3.
For
music, for score?
For sure.
Or for Game of the Year?
Yeah. Probably, he probably means for at least for score.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a snub for sure. Game of the Year, I knew it wasn't going to win Game of the Year. I didn't have delusions of grandeur, and I was also pretty sure that it wasn't going to win Best RPG because Elden Ring was up for Best RPG, and deservedly so. Like, to take nothing away from Elden Ring, that game's amazing, right? Like, take nothing away from it, probably did deserve to win the things it won. But Best Score, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 has an incredible soundtrack, and absolutely deserved to win Best Score over God of War. I'm sorry. Absolutely did. So, yeah, that made me mad.
I was upset about Cult of the Lamb.
Yes.
Yeah, that was upsetting too. There
thought
are a couple little
for
things that
sure.
rubbed me the wrong way.
I thought surely this, but no. What was it, Stray, right?
I think so. Yeah, for Best Indie. And they didn't even, like, they just gave that away, like, in the pre-roll.
Yeah.
Like, sorry. Christopher Judge gave, like, a 10-minute speech, so we just have to kind of, like, shove this award out the door.
You're not wrong, man. It was like 8 minutes. I didn't realize it was quite that long. You know, you could feel it being long, but it's like you time it. That thing was like 8 minutes. Yeah. That is a little much. You know, as much as and it's funny because people were kind of lamenting about it a little bit, and I was like, you know, this is what we said we wanted. We wanted more of a celebration of people who make the games and stuff, but I didn't realize it was 8 minutes. That is probably objectively too long.
Bit much.
I should have known that something like that would have happened. Like in any type of award show, they have it planned where eventually they start playing music, and they got the hang of it after that. They just weren't prepared for that to happen, I guess. So like he used up all that time, and then it kind of lessened everyone else's time.
Well, yeah, I mean, like if anybody out there is listening and they've ever felt discouraged and they want to like start a podcast and they feel like they can't. Christopher Judge walked up on stage and started one, no problem.
Damn.
So like,
I didn't know where that was going because I thought immediately about the little kid at the end. I was like, yeah, some random kid went up on stage.
Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started on that. Yeah.
Quick shout out, even though he's being very mean to me in the chat here, but Mr. Badbit and Mr. K-Step, Kyle Stevenson, over at the Trophy Room, speaking of the Game Awards, are doing an excellent version of their own Game Awards. They are PS Trophy Room on Twitter, and you should definitely follow them and listen to the podcast and everything. They are doing the thing that none of us are doing, where we'll all point out holes and flaws with the Game Awards and then do nothing about it. Joe and Kyle are doing just a tremendous job of taking all those complaints and going, we could do it better, and learning a lot, I think, as they go, but also like giving people recognition, the people who make the game, the people who developed them, who started them, and all these things. And it's been wonderful to see the reaction, both in the community that already listens to the Trophy Room, but also like letting the devs know you are nominated, and they're like, thank you very much. And then they share. It's like this, holy crap. How are none of us doing this? They're so far ahead. So I just wanted to congratulate the Trophy Room on that, because even though they're a PlayStation-centric podcast, they do have stuff for non-PlayStation stuff in there, and you can all vote. It's a very cool process. I'd love to see it, even though we all know that Mr. Babbitt's a bit of a questionable individual. But that's okay. Kyle's great. You know, totally makes up for it. Totally balances it out.
That Kyle. Wonderful.
Yep. Wonderful
human being, that Kyle.
Yeah. Anybody else get snubbed? Everybody who lost to Splatoon 3 in multiplayer. You guys want to address this? The multiplayer game of the year.
Yeah, that surprised me.
Instantly, people taking a screenshot of it, winning the award, and putting a communication error has occurred over top of it.
Because it does kind of like bring up the question, right, of
does it have to work to win an award?
Well, it brings up the question of is this the best game that has multiplayer, or is this the best multiplayer in a game? Because Splatoon 3, the game, is really good. The multiplayer itself was pretty busted on release, and I know your mileage may vary. I know people who have had no problems at all with it. Like, I had real bad communication errors when the game first came out. It has become a little bit better, but even playing Big Run with friends over this last weekend, I was still getting them. I'm like, dude, it's still not fixed, you know? So that was not to take anything away from Splatoon. Like, I think the game itself is fantastic, but if we're awarding it for the multiplayer experience, like,
it wasn't the right category for that.
Yeah. There is no shooter category at the Game Awards. So Like the multiplayer is just kind of like the de facto, category that Splatoon goes into. So, it was a little bit strange. Like, I'm happy that it won, I guess, but like, I look at some of this other stuff, I'm like, Call of Duty, like, works.
Agreed.
So,
yeah, pretty complex, but not to, I actually think overall Nintendo was represented quite well. Again, we did the Xbox Drive earlier today, and we went on a good couple rants about, like, where was Xbox? You know, but Nintendo came home with a few awards. Splatoon won multiplayer. Kirby won, I think, family game.
Best family game. Yep.
Bayonetta 3 won best action
Best
game.
Action. Mario Rabbids won Sim Strategy.
Like they're completely. Those are the corners. Like those are like the pillars of games. That's not like some offshoot weird thing. Those are some pretty important awards, I would say, and they walked home with them.
For sure, and I think it illustrates how good of a year it actually was for Nintendo. And it also, to me, especially when Doug Bowser took that first award for Best Family Game, I was like, dude, I want to see Doug Bowser step in front of the camera more.
I know.
Because I was like, he was personable, well-spoken. I liked him. It was just nice to see him.
Yeah.
I was like, I just want to see you more, Doug. Like, just
come on,
get
Doug.
in front of the
Come on,
camera,
Dougie.
dude. Come
Dougie
on.
B. Come
Dougie.
on.
My boy. It was just nice.
It was nice
to see him.
No, I mean, the Game Awards are one thing. There's obviously the Trophy Room has theirs, IGN has theirs. Everybody's got their Game of the Year. We're going to have our conversation as well. But there's just a huge spotlight on this, and I thought it was interesting to walk away from it that Nintendo did. I don't know, but to me, a little surprising because Me too. But we also been talking about Nintendo every single week, and some games did really well. Some games I really liked. Some games I was frustrated with and a little disappointed. So to see it so like in your face, holy crap, Nintendo again. And I'll say it again, like it wasn't just like this special niche, like best game that stars a pink character that can eat stuff. Like it was best family game. It was up against, these games are up against the Splatoon is up against Call of Duty. Like it's just tearing down some juggernauts in the industry. So I just thought it was notable as we tend to talk about Nintendo things over here.
Yeah. Every now and then.
It's like it's in the name or something.
Drive
around it. Oh my god.
Get out of here. What?
This is bad.
Y'all
This is
share
bad.
a brain, I swear
This
to
is
God.
bad. That was the worst it's ever been. That was the worst it's ever been.
I'm just going back. I'm going back to the eShop.
Same as it ever was.
Oh man.
I just want to take a little detour. Unexpected detour. Take the scenic route.
So, should we do this gift basket thing? Should we get into that? Is that where we should go next?
Yeah.
Do we have anything else we want to hit first?
Yeah. Well, before that, really quickly, because we mentioned Kirby for a brief moment. Tetris 99.
Yeah, Sean, there you go.
Kirby's Dream Buffet theme. It's like the question came up, we talked about it, and then this happened.
They listen. That's pretty cool. Sorry about everything else I said, Nintendo. My apologies. And apologies in advance again. This is just, it goes to show how much I love Tetris 99 because I don't care what the theme is. Like if I did, I probably wouldn't be excited about this, wouldn't be playing it, but whatever, man. If I've got another 100 points to get in a Tetris Maximus Cup, sign me up. And also, everybody else who's complaining about not doing a Tetris 99 and not having one for the last little bit, play this one. Who cares? Let's make sure another one is coming. They got a lot of games to catch up on, Nintendo. You can't just go from Kirby's Forgotten Land to Kirby's whatever this is called, Dream Buffet. You got a bunch of... Where's our Xenoblade one? Speaking of music, that's why you get these themes, by the way, because the music is great and the artwork is wonderful, and it's just nice to collect these things. And so we want it. So play it. That's my PSA. Is it a PSA? Public service announcement.
Yeah, PSA. Yeah.
Almost. What's the other public display of affection? I didn't want to do it. It's not my PDA.
I mean, it is kind of also a public display of affection towards Tetris 99.
That's what we do every week. We have I mean, Seth and I have PDAs every single week. Yeah.
True.
I'm just here as the babysitter.
For Nintendo.
The moderator.
Yeah.
Yeah, the moderator.
But it's probably for the best.
We're just gonna stop it there. But we can get into the digital or the gift basket. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. The gift
And
basket. Okay.
I was gonna be prepared
Yes.
for this, but I'm not.
No.
Let me just read briefly our like rules, loosely
Okay.
based rules around this whole idea. So each of us are coming here tonight. We are gathered here today to have top 5 Switch games that we would, like our top 5 that we would pick to give to someone for somebody who doesn't have a Switch. So like if you're giving them their first Switch for the very first time, what are those 5 games that you would gift with it? And it can be a physical copy, or if there's a digital that you really love, I'm also going to include that. But the kicker here is each of us is going to name off one at a time. So we're going to take turns. And once that game is named, no one else can name it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Whose idea was this? This is amazing. This is
This is
great.
your idea.
Oh,
Your idea.
was it really?
No
That's
wonder.
amazing.
Yeah.
What a brilliant idea.
I thought you just set yourself up for that, Sean. I didn't know you actually truly didn't remember.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
this
That
was your
was a
idea.
long time ago. I like that.
Our
I like that.
substance
Like it's gone. Like okay,
Yeah.
so some strategy here, and also it'd be very cool to be able to have people vote on the best one. Okay, man. I really
Yeah.
wish I would have prepared because I did.
Yeah.
I didn't.
But yeah, that's the last bit of it. Is
Mm-hmm.
once we've each eventually named our 5, we're gonna ask y'all, the community, to vote on out of the 3 of us who gave the best gift basket.
Oh my
And,
gosh!
Yeah,
Let the games begin.
we're gonna
So
make
how
it
do we
fun.
determine the order? How do we determine this?
Ooh. Rock
Are we
paper
gonna do
scissors.
3 ways?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do
sure.
it.
Okay, so but
All
like
right.
rock paper
We got
scissors
1,
shoot.
2, 3, shoot.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
do it, shoot.
Okay.
Ready?
Do it on shoot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors
I got
for me. Oh,
Okay.
Lockless out. Of
now
course we're the
scissors.
same.
Sean.
Of course we
Of
both want
course.
Y'all
scissors.
share a
course.
brain. I was
No
already gonna
surprise.
lose. Y'all
Okay.
share a brain.
All right, Sean.
So not best out of 3. Probably should have said that before Lockless got kicked out. But like
yeah.
just like 1 and that's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Go.
All right.
Rock,
Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot. Paper.
No.
So did you. Rock,
Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot. No.
All right. So me, Sean, Lockleth. That's the
Yeah.
order.
Sure.
All right.
Sure. I'm scared that I'm going last.
Okay.
but yeah.
Oh man. Do you want to do
So
snake
now-
draft? Do you want to do third twice and then go back around?
Oh, interesting. I hadn't considered that. We
Do what?
could.
It's called a snake
do
draft
that.
where if you are so you're last, but then the
Yeah.
next round starts with you. It
You
goes
go
backwards.
That sounds fair.
And then
Let's do
but
it.
then I'll get to go 2 in a row. Seth is the only one who's in the middle here, so it's a
Yeah,
little harder to
that's
keep
fine.
track of, but I think we can handle
We'll
it.
figure it out. We'll do it.
Okay.
Okay. So, and I actually am jazzed that I get first pick on this because I know for sure this would be on Sean's list. So I'm happy to take it away from Sean. My first pick for my gift basket is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. First pick in the gift.
That's actually vicious. That because it's
Yeah.
not to make your basket better, it's to take it away from me. And
It's
I-
both. It has an added benefit. It's the added perk. Now, and y'all know, Super Mario 3D World is one of the best games ever made. Just full stop.
Mm-hmm.
And a fantastic 4-player co-op game on Switch. You can even do 2-player co-op in Bowser's Fury, which is amazing. Like, I genuinely think this is just one of the ultimate Switch games in general. One of the best packages, the definitive version of an amazing game, Mario 3D World.
I was not expecting that, and I'm glad that you did that because I think that the obvious one is probably the one that I will pick. I feel like it's obvious, anyways. I will say
Okay.
Breath of the Wild is the obvious. I mean, the Switch launched with it. This is a huge reason why there's so many of them out there. I'm gonna go with The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. We're so looking forward to the sequel coming up in May, but it's got to be there, you know. I almost wanted to leave it just to get something else like kind of sneaky, but we'll see.
Right.
But now you can't pick it, and I can't pick 3D World.
True.
What is Lockleth going to do with the third pick, the third overall pick?
What do you think I'm gonna pick, Sean?
Could it be?
I think
most-
I have an idea.
Dude,
My most played game, and that's what I was expecting you to pick, Sean Capri, because I thought for sure you would know what I would pick, and you're
You would
going
steal
before
I
it.
wouldn't
me.
do that to you, though. I wouldn't do it.
You're not. He's not as mean as me.
I don't think he was thinking. I think you threw him off by picking Super Mario 3D. But
That's the
my
best part
pick-
about us not being prepared is
Oh, yeah.
now we're just gonna mess with each other and see like, okay,
Yep.
let's see what you really think about.
Pretty much. Pretty much. But I'm picking Animal Crossing New Horizons as my first before any of you jokers pick it.
Nice. I like it. I also wonder like how much of our personalities go into our baskets
Probably
here,
a little.
you know?
Yeah, probably a little.
Like how much of it is like, oh yeah, that's the Lockleth bundle, you know? That's kind of neat. I also loved Animal Crossing speaking of Nintendo with the Game Awards, Animal, the Muppet, if he were to have his own game, it would be called Animal Crossing. I died, man. That was
Such
good.
a crazy reality that we live in where Animal is talking about Animal Crossing and Hideo Kojima.
Yep.
What a wild turn of events.
All right. Well, Seth with his first pick said Mario 3D World. I picked Breath of the Wild, Lockleth, Animal Crossing. The next round starts with you, Lockleth.
I'm pick because I put a lot of hours apparently into this game, more than I thought, is Spiritfarer.
Ooh.
Little
You know, I don't want to
indie
pick
game.
just, super popular titles that everyone's played or blah blah blah. I want to pick some hidden gems.
Amazing game. Amazing game.
So I think that I'll have a little bit of an edge, and you can put a lot of hours into that game. You'll get your money's worth, especially if you get it on sale. So
Big
Sale.
time sale.
that is my second pick, Spiritfarer. And I'm also typing all of these down too.
I'm
so
writing it down as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
I need to be able to keep track
Yeah.
of what you guys have taken off the board here. Oh my goodness
Okay.
gracious. Chibi would give Splatoon 3, and I'm not surprised to hear that. Good to have you here, Chibi.
Yeah.
That's
not
awesome.
surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not surprised one bit. Okay. So for this, do I go next or do you go next? The way
Yeah,
this
so we
works?
go I guess it would be me actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, backwards.
It's easier to keep up with that way.
Shoot. Oh man. I feel there's so many good ones. Again, kind of obvious. Mine's going to be like the totally plain Jane bundle here. But you must have Mario Odyssey, right? In this bundle? You got to have Mario Odyssey.
Ugh.
Did I just upset you a little bit?
You took it
Really?
off the board, took it off the roster.
You got to have it.
Ugh.
Yeah, like
That was going to be on mine. Yeah.
well, good. You son of a gun.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, though. I could have made like an entirely Mario, and you can still do this as well,
For
Seth.
sure.
Just a 100%.
For sure.
It's all Mario games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
sure
I
could have done
pick Mario Odyssey as my from 2017. Two of my games. This is my 20. I'll put together the 2017 bundle. So stick around for ARMS and Splatoon 2 and 1-2 Switch for some reason.
And what's crazy is they're like all still full
2017.
price, so-
Oh, I know. That's wild, man. Holy cow.
Okay. So for my second pick, gosh, I'm going to make a controversial pick here.
Oh boy.
I'm going to go with Ring Fit Adventure
Ooh.
because we're coming up, New Year's resolutions. We're coming up. People are going to be on that weight loss, kick and stuff. And Ring Fit Adventure is an amazing game, actually. Like they did such a great job with that. And I think it's actually a great game, and I think that more people would like it if they gave it a chance. And the perfect game to get as a gift. Like it might not be something you would think to buy for yourself,
Yeah.
but as a gift, So I'm going.
That's
with.
true. You may not want to spend the money on it. You're like, I don't need that.
Right. Yeah, and cheaper than a gym membership too, in a lot of cases. Good for supplemental working out, right? So McBeal says, so you're giving a mean hint to ever receives your
That's
hamper.
what I was thinking.
I was gonna say that big deal, but no, I decided.
No, I think it's kind of cool. I think it's sweet. It's super fun. Yeah,
I
I
got
got you
you
exercise.
exercise.
Yeah. Hey. Okay, so do I go again now with the snake
Yeah.
order?
Yep.
Okay. My third pick is going to be Mario Party Superstars. Mario Party Superstars, fantastic Mario Party game, incredible online support, some of the best boards and mini games of the entire series. Amazing game. And we just saw it was on sale recently too. Sale. It's great.
Interesting. You have a very interesting little bundle happening here, Seth. Mario
Yeah.
3D World, Ring Fit, and Mario Party Superstars. Okay. Okay, then I get to go again. I like being second, actually. This is kind of good.
Yeah, you're in
you
an
always have a
advantageous
moment.
place.
I always have a second. Yeah, you have to be ready
Yeah.
with two right away here. Man, there's so many. Like, again, if I'm going with just 2017, Mario Kart is there. I have to kind of just say that's
I've
part.
been waiting on somebody. Yeah.
Do I just take it? I think I just take Mario
Somebody's
Kart.
got to take it.
I think I just take Mario Kart. Yeah, Mario Kart 8, which, by the way, I jumped on and played the new tracks with Fulia, twitch.tv/Fulish Fuji, and who just went wild both with the tracks and also the custom items thing, which is awesome. We definitely did more than a couple rounds with only blue shells, and it sounds like it should be terrible. It was amazing. It was so, even like the
awesome.
strategy of like, okay, when do I fire this thing off? Because if everybody does it at the same time, they'll all land at the same time. So if you stagger them, or if you're able to get just behind somebody who isn't in first place, you can still smack them with a blue shell. We did Baby Park with blue shells, man. Like, it was awesome. So my thing that I still have to do, and maybe it'll be this Saturday at some point, we'll see. I want blue shells, but with ghosts. Because ghosts, you're invisible, not hit by the blue shell. And also you steal somebody else's blue shell. And I think that could be absolutely amazing. I never have ideas like this on like custom things to do. I'm stoked about this. I'm very excited about it. Lachlan is very just making fun of me with their face.
Sean and I have big ideas.
I do a podcast.
I do a podcast, and I'm Sean.
Nobody listens to me unless I'm on recording a podcast. Just be quiet and let me have my thought and my moment.
Just let me have my ideas, man.
I'll let you have your turn. I'll run out of gas here pretty much. It's your turn soon enough. I promise you. I understand the format of the podcast, but that's it.
I do a podcast.
That's
Oh my
I do a-
God. I do a podcast.
Shut up,
I have big
Lachlan.
ideas. So I guess I'm going back to back, which I'm glad you reminded me of that because I didn't have one prepared. But so it's my turn. My third would have to be, because I'm gifting it to someone, so they are not spending their own money on this, right? I am gonna pick Pokemon Violet.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So if the buyer doesn't have to beware because I am picking it for them.
The
That
gift
is
of a buggy game.
I was thinking about a Pokemon game too.
You gotta. I'm trying to have a good lineup here. So Animal
Yeah.
Crossing, Spiritfarer, Pokemon Violet, and then a fourth, kind of something that you could play for a long time and many different times through. Even though I haven't played a whole lot of it, it's a classic, Stardew Valley.
Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
Of course.
Classic.
Yeah, and affordable.
Yep.
And affordable.
Yeah. My gift basket is not
Welcome
gonna be
to-
completely expensive.
Welcome to Lachlan's
Yeah.
bargain bin bundle.
We're all
Got you a
about the eShop
$15
sales.
game.
Exactly.
Sale.
I like it.
All right.
All right. Well, Mario Kart I took off the list. I am tempted by Splatoon. And I am also tempted to be a bit salty about it and say Splatoon 2 instead of 3. But I think that might be
A
mean.
little too much.
And that might be. But I also don't know if I want to put that on there. Like I'm going to jump ahead. I'm going to go a little out of turn here. But this isn't just for anyone. Xenoblade 3 is what I'm thinking of. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is what I think I would like a lot of people to play, but it's not like the rest of my list is for everyone. Everybody should be able to play.
Right.
I feel like Breath of the Wild might be as quote unquote hardcore, I think, as it gets. Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart. And then I've got such good ones, you guys. Okay, I'm going Xenoblade because I think it's great and I think people should play it. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I easily could swap that out for 1 definitive edition.
Yeah.
You know what? From my own personal experience, because I'm still in the tutorials for Xenoblade 3, I can't say it. I'm gonna go Xenoblade Chronicles 1 definitive edition is my fourth pick. There.
Yeah.
I did it. I made up my
Great
mind.
game. Great game.
Chat, what are we missing here?
Yeah. I mean, I can't see shouts out Switch Sports, which was something I thought about. I'm not gonna quite go there, but I do want to have some indie representation in my basket here. I think I'm actually gonna go Gosh, I have a few possibilities I'm thinking of. So some of the ones I'm thinking about are very like co-op heavy games. Like I'm thinking about Towerfall, this game Monaco, like a great, co-op game. I think I'm actually going to go with Shredder's Revenge though.
Oh, that's great.
I think Shredder's Revenge is like a great co-op game. You can play with up to like 6 players or something like that in that game. Like, it's so cool. And the game is so fun, man. Like, it's not the best beat 'em up ever made or whatever, but it is just like a Saturday night with like a Pizza Hut pizza and like a Mountain Dew. Like, it is just so fun. Like, it is just just pure fun. So
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call. Dang it. This is harder than, like, 5 is not enough.
Right.
And what's amazing is
That's
we're
the
about to
trick.
hit 15 games here, like that quickly, and they're all very good. Like, there's not a single one of these games where I go like, I could do without that. And I would.
Man. I'm sitting here about to have to pick my last one, huh?
That's what I mean. Like, you're done.
Gosh.
That's it. Like,
Oh gosh.
don't be wasting picks. Not that I'm saying you
Yeah, I
are, but
know.
you're that's it.
Okay. My final game, gosh. This is tough, but I think my final game, I think it's actually going to be Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. I think it is actually they've done a good job making that game run on Switch. It's an amazing co-op game. The amount of content in that game is like staggering. Like I really had a good time. It's in my opinion the best Lego game. Yeah. Play it for a long
You have
time.
5 games to put on Switch, and you're going Lego Star Wars, huh? Okay, that's
Yeah,
the
I
one.
think so.
That's the first one where I'm like,
Yeah.
I
think so.
I just don't know about that.
I think I'm happy with that. Dude, this is like hundreds of hours that I have here in my basket. That's what I'm going to do. Snipper clips, great call
Snipper
out,
clips,
David.
no kidding. Yeah, David
Yeah.
Ray, holy cow. Oh, I wish I was gonna be putting a Mario Strikers or Mario Golf game. That would have been awesome. Even tennis, that would have been cool too. I'm searching through. It's funny. I actually have a lot of physical games on Switch, so searching through like my digital stuff is not
Right.
actually helpful. Like it's not as helpful as it should be. I'm tempted by a Mario Maker. I think Mario Maker is great.
I thought about it.
Tempted by Pokemon Arceus, tempted by Mario plus Rabbids. But I think what I'm going to end off with is hopefully going to, score me some points with some of the people out there who enjoyed this game. There's not enough of us who played these games, but I'm going to put Metroid Dread into the mix here.
Ooh.
Because I think that
Good
game is
call.
great, and people, especially as a giveaway, I think people, if you've played it, but if you haven't, you might have made up your mind about Metroid in the worst way possible. People should play Metroid. Feels great. This is a very good game. It looks awesome. It sold the OLED. For people who don't remember, they paired that up with Day and Date, I think it was. And
time.
yeah, man, this is an interesting one. Only that, other than Mario 3D World, so far nobody has taken a game that I would have put on my list. 3D World is the only one that I would have. You're right, and it would have been number 1 because it's, I think, my favorite Mario game. Yeah, man, I'd love to do this with like 3DS too. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Oh my gosh.
So I can get 3D Land on mine, of course. That's why I need another shot at this. Or Wii U would be interesting because there's like no games. Like we'll run out of games after
It'd
the
be
3rd
harder.
round.
Yeah, it'd be harder to do for Wii U. Mm-hmm. All right, Lachlan.
But that's
what do you
mine.
got?
Yeah, what's your last pick?
My last pick. And even though you can do some multiplayer in Pokemon Violet, but that's if they know somebody who also has it. I wanted to pick something that you can play like couch co-op or something. Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah.
Such a great pick. I thought about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an amazing game. Top 10 Switch game, in my opinion.
And I think
so
like
good.
for me, like it's something that I don't have it. I don't have the game, but I've always heard such good things about it. But it's one of those things like if I was gifted it, I would probably love it and would be over the moon about it though. So I think if I made it a part of my gift basket and gifted it to somebody, maybe somebody else is on the fence or just, wants to use their money elsewhere. Then
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion 3. I didn't want to say waste their money because it's not a waste, but
No.
you know.
Look at that.
Man.
Seth
There's some
with
good baskets here.
I like it. Seth
Now,
with a bit of a weird
I'll
one.
read off everyone's
Okay.
picks. I think I've got them all correct. So, starting with Seth, his 5 were Super Mario 3D World, and we got Ring Fit Adventure, Mario Party Superstars, Shredder's Revenge, and the Lego Star Wars. Sean,
Feel good about that.
it's a pretty solid list.
Feel good about it.
Sean
Dead
pricked-
last. Dead last.
You pricked? You picked Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Xenoblade. Did you say which one?
One.
The first
One.
one.
Yeah.
First one?
Definitive edition. Mm-hmm.
And then Metroid Dread.
That's the best. Like, come on, you guys. Send me in your
I think
votes.
Sean has, I think, the highest like Metacritic score, like the best, like if we're talking in terms of like objective, like ratings and quality and things. I think Sean has the best here in terms of that.
Sean has, okay. You have what is it? The basic fall Christian girl aesthetic, like, pumpkin spice
Ugg
latte, Ugg boots. Like, you've got all these basics on here. But no, my list is a little sprinkling of a few things. Animal Crossing New Horizons, because, of course. Spiritfarer, Pokemon Violet, Stardew Valley, and Luigi's Mansion 3. There is
pretty
a
solid.
wide selection.
Pretty.
Wide selection.
You could just say how good yours is without having to put me down. Basically.
That's what I do best.
Call me a basic bitch over here.
I didn't say it. I did not say it.
That's true.
Details.
Man, I'll be curious to see what people think. I feel like appropriate for me. I went weird with my list because I just feel like I have to.
Yeah.
But
A
then
lot of
like
Mario games.
yeah, I mean, come on, it's Mario.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not have, even you technically had a Mario game, Luigi's Mansion, kind of a Mario
the
game.
better
a
of the
little bit.
two.
Yeah. Yeah. I got out of these, if I had to pick my favorite, I do think I would go with Locklith's basket personally. But
Sounds like you're making it personal. Yeah.
like I wouldn't even go with my own list. Like I would go with Locklith's.
If I had to choose, I would pick my own too.
Hey, Nate Sheriff. Thank you very much. Hi, Nate Sheriff and their viewers.
I think we should do this more often too, though. Like we could say, like, you have $50. Now go make a bundle. Like for whatever the current prices are right now. I think that would be fun too.
That would be fun.
I don't know. I had a great time doing this. Hopefully people enjoyed it. As Bobby Pauls once said, let us know if you liked us doing this. We're probably going to do it anyways, but let us know if you do.
Yes.
True, though. I think I ask that all
was
the
super
time.
fun.
Like, let me know if you enjoyed this, and I might do it again, or I might not. I might.
I'm going to do it anyway. Yep.
Do it for each console show. Maybe. Yeah, we'll definitely do this again.
Oh,
in
for the
future.
Xbox
Super
and
fun.
for PlayStation. But I mean, we could just do it for do it for the Wii U, do it for the Wii.
Yeah.
We could keep going with this. I think this could be really, I think we got miles out of this, you guys. I think we can do
Game
it.
Boy.
Kilometers even. Yep. Game
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah, top 5 Game Boy games. Oh my
Boy.
gosh.
I would
Holy
love
cow.
to
Did
do
we
it
just
for
get
Game
rated?
Boy.
What the heck?
We did, yeah.
Nate
Yeah,
Sheriff,
we
thank
sure
you for
did.
that, man. Mid-show.
you, Nate
Look
Sheriff.
at that.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man.
Gosh.
Cool.
I'm looking
do
through our
we-
questions, but I'm
Yeah, I'm about
wondering
to say, we
should
got a few more, right?
We have quite a few questions, so I'm going to cover some of those. I don't know if y'all have any comments or you want to add in anything about the year in review that everyone got.
We should, right? We should talk about this.
Yeah.
It's in the zeitgeist, right?
Mm-hmm.
We should
Y'all-
at least
y'all
talk about
wanna-
some of the basics.
Do y'all want to guess what my most favorite game of 2022 was?
Like the one you played most, or the one that is your favorite?
I'm guessing it means most played. Mm-hmm.
Okay, most played Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
mean-
of course. Yeah.
For sure.
Number one, yeah. Most played, yeah.
No shot.
I'm loading mine. Keep going.
Oh,
Okay.
What's
what were
yours, Seth?
your top
Oh.
3, Locklith? Do you know?
my top 3 most played?
Mm-hmm.
It was Animal Crossing, Disney Dreamlight Valley, and Spiritfarer.
Oh wow, Spiritfarer was
Yeah,
up there, eh?
I played a lot of hours with that. I didn't finish the game still, but
Yeah.
I there's so much to explore in that game. You know, it just my
It's a
mind
great
is a
game.
pigeon.
It's a
I get
great game.
distracted. It is. It's really good. But those were my top 3. I had to do, just a caveat to everyone, I had to make my own like compiled list because I have like 3 different Nintendo accounts because I'm a crazy person who has 3 different accounts for 3
Oh,
different
yeah.
Animal Crossing islands.
You had to
So
put in
I
the work.
yeah, I had to actually do some homework and like put this together. So y'all will see a tweet of mine, and if it looks different, like the formatting is different, it's because I had to put this together. But those were my top 3 on mine.
I can't see us in the chat, and maybe it's a good thing to kind of like take a quick pause and what the heck are we even talking about here? Many of us got an email from Nintendo, but I believe you can just go to Nintendo.com and log in, and you can see
Put a
your
link in the chat.
yeah, your year in review. Everybody should have a look at this. It's super fun, and also what I love, one of the things I don't know if we'll really get to is like it basically is giving you a list of every game you played, I think,
Yeah.
and by month it sorts it like, you know, in January, what was your number 1 most played game, in February, and so on. So I've been wanting this from Nintendo forever because we do get to the end of the year and you go like, for Xbox, I run through my achievements, for PlayStation, my trophies and Steam and everything. Like it's all there. With Nintendo, there's no achievement system, so there's nothing to tell you that these are the games that you played. So there's some surprises in there. Some of them you know ahead of time, like you know that you spent however long with Spiritfarer and so on. There's a couple games, couple surprises in there. My number 1, this is me being a basic whatever. What did you call me? A Catholic girl? Catholic.
Basic ball Catholic girl.
Yeah,
with their pumpkin spice.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was my number 1
Yeah.
most played game this year.
Sure.
I think the DLC tracks, the booster pack, really breathed new life into it, which was cool. My number. Are we doing number 2? Are we doing all 3?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope, number 2 all year.
Sparks
Yeah.
of the Hope.
Sparks of the Hope.
Sparks of
It's like how like it'd be like a weird translation from like French or something.
Yeah.
Just adding in some extra words. Mario plus Rabbids number 2, Xenoblade Chronicles number 3 is 3rd.
Xenoblade 3?
Yep, that's my 3rd
Oh,
most.
wow.
Yeah, so I think a big drop off because I think I only had like 25 hours into that. So my 3rd most played game, I had 23 hours. So that's me.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
But it gets you into like, what did you play at launch and games you played for 3 years or more.
Yeah,
I thought
that's
that
what I
was
gonna ask
super
what y'all's
interesting.
were.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool. I liked like intense burst, like whatever that means is on here. So Xenoblade 3 was my number 1, my most played. Then Pokemon Legends Arceus, then Xenoblade 1, because I also played that this year.
Nice.
For the first time all the way through. So that was my top 3. It's interesting. Not really any big surprise there,
No.
but I was like I was saying earlier, there were a couple of games like, really? I put that much time? Like Bug Fables, I apparently put 41 hours into that game. I didn't realize that. It's a great game, but like I didn't realize I put that much time into it. Holy cow. Some of the stuff's funny.
You mentioned the 3+ years of play, Sean, and like obviously one of mine is Animal Crossing because I've played it every year since it came out.
Yeah.
But the other one that I forgot about that I have pretty much picked up every year since I got it was Superliminal. It's a
Oh.
kind of like Portal, but it's like perspective bending of items. So if you like Portal, you probably will like Superliminal. It's a very short game. Like they have a trophy that, let's see, I've only gotten the trophy of beating it in an hour, but it's after I already did all this stuff that I had it fresh in my mind and I was timing myself and I was like, I did it, and then I got the achievement. But you can also apparently beat it in 30 minutes. I haven't attempted it. Maybe one day. But I forgot about that game entirely. But this thing reminded me of it.
That's what I love about this sort of thing. I love doing this kind of like retrospective. It seemed like everything was coming out today, like Twitch stuff and I don't know, YouTube and everything else of what did you do? How did you spend your time in 2022? And all these things have me really wondering, was I really paying attention? Like, what was I doing? And now that you've planted the seed into my head, Lachlan, like, I feel like I need a little weirdness, like something else in my life, because my 3 years of play are Mario Kart 8, Splatoon 2, and Tetris 99. And I don't know, is that basic? Is that
You're just a man. I mean, Animal Crossing's on everything on mine, so like I can't really talk.
Good point.
Yeah. Mine for that is Mario Kart, Animal Crossing, and Mario Odyssey. That's That's
Mario
what it is.
Odyssey in 2022. That is amazing.
Mm-hmm. I use it. I capture footage in Mario Odyssey a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I still play it, man.
Was there any other notables? Like, I love how it, again, by month, it's like it just orders all of this. This is awesome. I got Smash for the first time this year. I never owned Smash this year. Or before that.
Was there anything like weird? Like anything that stuck out to you that was kind of weird like that?
Smash was the one for me. Sorry, Lachlan, go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. I actually don't have Smash, but like some of the other odd ones that I didn't have a lot of hours in, but I forgot about were was like the games that I actually played at launch, because that's not always for me. Like I don't always get the game as soon as it comes out, so my list for that is kind of limited. And so there's games that came out this year that I forgot about, like one called Opus Echo of Star Song. I think it was a Indie World Direct, or maybe it was just a regular Nintendo Direct, but it was like a shadow drop that day, and so I purchased it like before the show ended, and I played part of that already. And then the other one was A Little to the Left when that came out.
Nice. Holy cow. See this?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're here. This is awesome.
all these games that Sean doesn't play.
I somehow put 30 hours into Kirby's Dream Buffet. I'm not proud of it, but I did.
Oh my God. I forgot you got all this. You had to do that to get all this stuff, right?
That actually gives me a headache to hear. That actually, like, somehow I'm feeling all the old man pains in my body just coming to life right now. What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to defend myself. Like,
that is more time than I put in Xenoblade Chronicles 3 this year. What the heck? Get a job.
You know what it was? Well, yeah, you know what it was? It was the perfect game. I would just turn on like an AI match and just have it like on the desk next to me while I'm editing, like while I have audio in my ear that I'm editing. And that's what it was. I just turned my brain off, and next thing you knew, I 100%ed it in 30 hours. I got nothing.
Oh my gosh. I put 15 hours into Mario Strikers Battle League, just trying to extract every ounce of value out of that game.
I don't think I even put that much into it.
I really gave it a shot. Like, that's a lot of, what are they, 5-minute games? Maybe? Mm-hmm. That's a lot of those games, you know. I really went for it. But nope, it's not going to do it. A bunch of hours into Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of those. Yeah. It doesn't track them any further than that, like what you open afterwards. Save the Game Media says, mine was 3 Hopes and then the 2 Pokemon games. Nice. Arceus, Violet, and Live Alive, top 3 yard. That's sweet.
I put a whopping 50 minutes into Grand Theft Auto 3, the definitive edition.
Oh,
that was how long
it
took me to decide how bad that was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much.
Another weird caveat with my Switches, like the 3 that I have, like I play different games on different ones. So the OLED has the bulk of especially the more popular games on it. I've got Animal Crossing on all 3, but on that one, it's got more of the what game do I want to play on the OLED screen, because I mainly play handheld.
Right.
But if it's something small or even potentially something free, like on my Switch Lite, one of the games that popped up that I played a lot on that was the Pokemon Cafe Remix game.
Nice.
That I completely forgot about that game. I was like, oh yeah,
forgot it existed.
That was a moment in time.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys are part of the show now. This is kind of sweet. We got this to look forward to, all the weird stuff Lachlan is playing and whatever Seth's doing. I don't know.
Whatever I'm doing over here playing Kirby's Dream Buffet.
Seth is like a mixture of you and I, Sean.
That's
like
true.
He plays a little bit of what I play. He plays, obviously the popular original titles. And then you're on that, you're on that.
I don't know where I am. I think it depends on the day. I think I'm going to be, you get somebody different depending on how I wake up that morning. We'll see. But I am like, this is a nice way to kind of look back on 2022. But I think that we're going to have a good time predicting 2023. We might even have to have Kato back on at one point to go over her predictions, because she didn't do so great. Yeah, but
got to.
I see her predictions.
We wrote them down. Yeah, but we gotta look forward. But I don't think that's for today. But I am looking forward. Like, it's sort. I'm just gonna say, like, I don't want to look forward to 2023, but my goodness gracious, Fire Emblems Engage looks beautiful. And I can't believe it's what, within a month, I think? The 20th?
Like 20-somethingth, yeah.
Yeah, like we're right there. So I've got a couple weeks to wrap up 2022 and all these games I'm supposed to be playing for Game of the Year cramming, and I think that's it. And then I've just got to move on because 2023 is going to be bonkers. It's going to be crazy. That would be fun for us to do in terms of predictions. Like, take this, like our top 3 most played or whatever, and I wonder if we could predict what that list is going to look like this time next year.
Interesting.
Little time capsule
like
stuff.
I like that. Yes.
Add it to the Notion lock list. I'm already on it.
I love it. Yeah, could be fun.
Sounds good to me.
So, what else do we have for the rest of this year, though? Because we've got our Game of the Year. Do we have an episode next week? Are we doing this next week?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, because we haven't done like our sort of Nintendo Drive Game of the Year like episode, like the Nintendo Games of the Year. So I think that would be kind of fun. And then for those at home listening, we are going to be recording our kind of big group carpool gaming discussion for Game of the Year. And that's going to be on everybody's feed, I believe. On the week of Christmas. So that's going to be, we're kind of like taking that week off, and everybody's going to get every podcast feed in the Carpool Gaming Network is going to get the Game of the Year group chat where we're all going to be on it and we're all going to be like sort of weighing in. It's going to be super, super fun. I can't wait to do that.
Cool.
So
I think
it'll be like herding cats.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Chaos in a good way.
Everybody shows up. Some people are showing up at the start. Some people are showing up at the end. Who knows, man? It's gonna be a blast. I can't wait. We do know that we've done it once or twice before, but we know when we get more and more people involved in these shows, like especially now that we're carpool gaming, before we're Yumi Capri and all the rest. When we all get together, it's a great time, and people seem to enjoy it. There's a little bit of a it's like a crossover episode. It's like when the Simpsons meet the Flintstones. Was that the one? That doesn't seem to make sense. The Jetsons. The Flintstones meet the...
Oh,
why would the Flintstones meet the Simpsons? Oh, my gosh.
They've been around that long.
I think it was Simpsons and Family Guy. I think that was... And The Critic, but most people don't know what The Critic is.
The Critic. Hachi
Machi.
Yes.
It stinks.
Yes.
So, yeah, look forward to that. And also, we've got some stuff to discuss during our post-show that we do here. For patrons only at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. It's available for everybody, actually. This month, giving it all away.
This month it sure is.
Yep, very cool.
We say all of the things, so definitely check that out.
Cool, man.
And merch, too. We've got merch, if we haven't said that before.
We've got merch.
We got merch.
Winter collection.
It's merch.
Patreon tee. Murford and Sean's t-shirt.
I've got to get mine. Murford and Sean's. That's the pick for me.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
It'd be weird wearing a shirt with my own name on it, but that's fine. Murford.
No one's going to know. Who's going to know?
What's a Murford?
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yep.
All right.
But I like to show my little physical and last minute. I did have a physical. Luckily, I had it right here at my desk. Otherwise, I literally just took the price sticker off so that I wouldn't dox myself. But here is the physical for today from the Nintendo 3DS. And it is Zelda: A Link Between Worlds.
Yes.
Oh, one of the best games ever
made.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
so that is my physical for this week to share with y'all.
I like that a lot.
That in the gift
haven't
basket.
Played it.
You've not played that ever?
What else is new? I've never played it. No. So that's why I have it now. I can play it on handheld in the confines of my bed with a pillow propping up my elbows.
How would you guys feel about assigning each other some games? At some point.
You're gonna assign me so many because the list is long.
Part of it is and we talked. Maybe it's a post show thing. Maybe we'll talk about it in the post show.
Yeah, let's do it in the post show.
Telling you what to play.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the backtrackers basically.
That's true.
Really
That's true. Yeah. Good point.
Yep. Yeah. Let's talk about it in the post show. That sounds fun.
All right.
Let's do it.
I like it.
Well,
Let's
here at the end, showed my physical. Everyone, listen to the post show if you have access to it. It's free for everyone. For this month only.
For December only, because it's the holidays.
December.
Yep. Then we lock it back behind the paywall on January. So
I might save all the juicy stuff for January. So
there you go. People seem to like it.
Yeah. But Sean, where can people find you here on the interwebs?
On the interwebs, twitter.com/Sean Capri, Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants, and I think that's it. YouTube, like the stream, like the video. If you're watching the VOD, leave the comments. We seem to like we like that very much. And myself or Court, we're combing through the comments, and it's awesome to see. And the YouTube, by the way, like this year has been crazy. Like the growth we've seen on YouTube this year, it's a very celebratory time. We got, it's called Partnership. We got Partner on YouTube.
Yeah,
like
YouTube Partner.
Very, very cool. That all happened this year. Absolutely wild. So yeah, support us on all the things.
And Seth, what about you?
Yes. You can follow me on, I guess I'll give my full URL as well, twitter.com/$2hero. And yeah, definitely, YouTube's popping off, of course. I also want to point people to, not only did we do the review discussion for Mario Rabbids, but there is an episode of the RPG Cave coming where it was me, Lockleth, Garrett, and Matt talking about Pokemon. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
So look out for that too. That's about it.
These crossovers are awesome. You guys were talking about
I love it.
World of Warcraft. Yeah.
All the things. Y'all can find me here on YouTube at Lockleth or on twitter.com.
The website.
or on twitter.com/Lockleth But thank y'all for hanging out with us for today's episode of the Nintendo Drive. Bump that like button if you haven't already. And fuel this carpool in the comments below with 5 of your favorite Nintendo Switch games that you would gift to somebody. Let us know in the comments.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of the new Nintendo Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like the stream and subscribe here on YouTube and follow us at Carpool Gaming on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you liked what you saw and want more, be sure to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Carpool Gaming.
Beak.